In 2002, one of the most important partnerships in sportswear and fashion was formed. This collaboration would be known and branded as Y-3, Y standing for fashion designer Yohji Yamamoto, and the 3 standing for the iconic 3 stripes of Adidas. Today, I'll be taking a look at one of Y-3's signature sneaker models from its Spring-Summer 2018 collection. What's up, sneaker fans? Thanks for tuning in. Today, I'll be taking a look at a pair of Y-3 Saikous. Starting with the packaging, some nice accessories that you get. Paper satchel with Y-3 branding in a very bright orange containing an extra set of laces. Next, a card with that same Y-3 branding in that orange, basically stating that these are a lifestyle shoe that use unique materials that require some special care. And as an international brand, the same messaging is translated in several different languages. You also get 2 dust bags, something you might expect when you purchase a high-end pair of shoes. And while these do feature Boost and a Primeknit upper, these are far from an Adidas shoe. From the accessories, to the materials, and how well these are put together, you won't find many compromises. So, starting with the fit, I recommend you go true to your Adidas size. I wear size 8 in Stan Smiths, Continental 80s, and that's what I got here. The Primeknit has the stretch you would expect from an Ultra Boost, but since you've paid the premium to get that Y-3 logo, you get a thick layer, probably the most Primeknit I've seen on an upper ever. I personally like my lifestyle or casual shoes to fit 1-to-1, but that often means there's some breaking in to do. These do not require any breaking in. The knit is thick enough to support your foot and keep it in place, and elastic enough to be forgiving. I'm no fan of knit shoes because of the general lack of support, but I will make an exception here. Taking a closer look at the upper, you find really subtle 3 stripes branding on the top. I know in other colorways these are contrasted a bit more to pop, but in this triple black colorway they're muted, which I think looks really slick. The outer layer of Primeknit has 3 windows across the upper, each accentuating a design element of the shoe. On the toe, you have a piece of suede to reinforce this high wear area to protect the knit, and on the lateral inside of the shoe on the toe, you have a foam backing to protect your foot. Dead center and loud as can be, a white Y-3 logo sits atop the upper. In a slightly lighter charcoal color thread, Yohji Yamamoto's signature is stitched into the shoe, both design motifs in the wider Y-3 brand. The 2 layers of Primeknit here are not connected, and you can really feel and get your hand on the inside. The medial and lateral sides have this nice piping going around the open edges, showcasing 3 bands which function like flywire to keep your foot in place. You have both this molded EVA heel support as well as a suede heel counter on the inside of the shoe in white for even more support, giving you rigidity where you want it and flex where you don't. The insole is lined with leather, backed by a thin piece of foam, and embossed with more Y-3, Adidas, and Yohji Yamamoto branding. One small detail on the inside, under the insole, you do have this hidden Boost logo. Moving on to the bottom, the outsole is constructed of a really thick and tacky rubber. I found traction to be very grippy, and from the looks of it, this is an outsole that will last. The outsole also features some more Y-3 banding on the bottom and a stretch web-like pattern that creates pockets of compression for the cushioning. This way you really feel the boost under your feet. You also get some flex grooves to help the shoe move more naturally with your foot. Now the part that really makes this shoe special and the main reason I'm reviewing them is the midsole. Y-3 and Adidas could have saved money by just recycling the midsole off existing Boost shoes, fusing it with this upper, and calling it a day. That's something you find brands doing a lot. If you've never seen a Boost midsole like this before, it's because it was designed specifically for Y-3. A decision was made that an Ultra Boost or a Nike midsole wouldn't do the shoe justice, so a custom midsole was made for Y-3. That's the type of attention to detail that got me excited to get a pair of Y-3 Saikous. Now you're probably wondering whether paying the Y-3 premium to get all this is worth it. Well, If an elevated premium boost and Primeknit shoe is what you're looking for, these might be for you. And that about brings us to the end of this review. Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video to support what I'm doing, subscribe to stay notified on what's coming next. Wear what you like, not just the hype. This has been a More Than Hype unboxing and review.